Hello, I'm Dan Toppy and welcome back to another brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Today I want to give you my top 5 tips on how to snipe the best in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for when you are trying to complete all of the golden sniper camos. Here on my channel I am doing the Going for Gold series. This series will cover how to complete the gold camos on every single weapon in the game. Obviously this will take quite a lot of time for me to complete because there are loads of weapons in the game, but I am doing the snipers first. Last week I uploaded the Paladin Going for Gold episode and I will be doing all of the snipers as I complete them over the next couple of weeks. But today I just wanted to give you my best tips on how to snipe the best overall, so you can be playing as well as possible, because sniping in Black Ops 4 is quite difficult compared to other Call of Duty we've had before. So getting straight into it, it does seem like all the snipers in the game do give you quite a lot of hit markers when you are playing, especially the ones that I've used so far in the first week, the Paladin and the Outlaw. Both of them seem to give you quite a lot of hit markers. So if you are getting really annoyed at how many hit markers you're getting when you are trying to snipe, because we're normally used to in Call of Duty a sniper shot always giving you a one-shot kill unless you do hit them in the leg, but it does seem a bit more difficult to get those one-shot kills as easily, and since you need to get all those one-shot kills to complete all the golden camos, you really want to be playing in hardcore if you are struggling with this part of the game. In hardcore, pretty much every single shot with a sniper will be a one-shot kill, so you don't need to worry about getting those hit markers. You generally will only get hit mark if you are trying to shoot through a surface towards a player, so it will help you to complete all those one-shot kill challenges really quickly, but it does make it a little bit more difficult when you don't have that mini-map to predict where players will be coming from, so you definitely need to be aware. If you have Team Link on, you can see where all of your teammates are through walls, so you can assume that all the enemies will be where your teammates aren't. And if your weapon will allow it, like the Outlaw does, then you can always put a silencer on, so enemies can't hear you as easily and know exactly where you are every time you shoot. Next is the attachments you really want to be using as long as they are on the weapon, because attachments aren't the same for every single weapon. Some of them are available on some weapons and aren't on others. Just make sure they are available on the weapon, and if they are, make sure you are equipping them. The attachments that you really need to be using, I think, is Stabilizer 1 and 2 if it is available on the Paladin, and it does massively reduce the amount of sway you have on your weapon. And stock is also really important because it does increase the movement speed whilst aiming down sight, which means that you can play a lot quicker if you need to and you aren't really restricted by your movement speed anymore. Another really important thing that you need to think about when you are trying to snipe well is what game mode you're playing in. Some game modes definitely do work a lot better for sniping. Obviously when you are using a sniper you don't really have that advantage in close quarters situations, so it's really useful if you can always know what direction the players will be coming from or where they'll normally be spawning, because that way you can face towards them. You only need to play 180 degrees instead of playing 360 degrees like you would be in free-for-all. We have to always be continuously turning around and sniping at different players. If you can just assume where they are coming from, you can watch lanes and get easy snipes and easy picks as they are running towards you. So if you are struggling to snipe, I definitely recommend playing in directional game modes like Control or Domination, where players generally will be spawning in front of you and you can just shoot straight at them and you don't need to be always turning around and flicking on players. At the time making this video, the game's only been out for a week, so the spawns aren't perfect yet. Domination is one of the game modes where the spawns are the worst, so they are a little bit unpredictable at the moment, but as the game does go through its life, they will improve those and make them better like they have been in every other Call of Duty so far. But in general, if you want to be getting easy sniper kills, then you want to be playing in directional game modes where the players are spawning in predictable places. Next is sensitivity. This is one of the most important things when sniping, because you only really have one chance to get that kill. If you miss that first shot, then the enemy who might have an assault rifle will kill you before you have a chance to reload and take another shot. With some weapons anyway, some of the snipers do fire really quickly, like the Outlaw with rapid fire on. You can fire really quick with that, but if you are using something like the Paladin, where your shots do take way longer to reload, then an assault rifle will always kill you before you have a chance to get that second shot down. So what you want to be aiming for is to have the highest sensitivity possible while still being completely accurate. This is especially important if you are playing on a console, because you are limited. If you're on PC, you can always just move your mouse physically faster. You aren't really limited by that in the same way as you are on a controller, so you do need to make sure you have the highest sensitivity possible, because if you don't, then you won't be moving as fast as possible and the other player with the highest sensitivity can always outgun you. But if you are playing on PC like me, then it does depend on how you actually play, how you move your arm to move the mouse, because if you do play from the elbow or something, you probably will move it a bit faster and a bit further than you would if you play from the wrist on a really high sensitivity. So it does depend on how you actually play, and you just need to keep on playing it and keep on changing it until it feels right for you and works the best. And finally, once you have got your class, playstyle and sensitivity right, the only thing that you can really do to get really good at sniping is just to keep on practicing. Sniping is all about muscle memory, story, it's knowing where the centre of your screen is, how to use each weapon, getting really good at that weapon, knowing exactly how fast you can fire it and how to use it best in different situations. The only way you can actually do that is just by grinding and getting better and keeping on playing, and the more you play with a sniper, the better you'll get and the better you will know how to use it in certain situations. So unfortunately there aren't actually any shortcuts for being able to do this quicker, you just need to keep on playing. Something I'd really recommend is try and earn those diamond snipers. This will really help you to get those kills in, get the time into using the weapons, and you'll also be earning something by doing it at the same time. It'll keep you motivated to keep on going even when you are missing loads of shots and not getting the kills. If you are wanting to complete all of the golden camos on every single sniper to get the diamond snipers, make sure you are subscribing, so we'll be covering all of them in my Going for Gold series over the next couple of weeks. So make sure you are subscribing to see them, and you can check out the Paladin episode, which is already up on my channel now if you are trying to complete that one and struggling. In those videos I go over the best classes you should be using for the weapons, the best way you should be using them, and then what you need to change to your weapons and your classes to complete the 5 challenge camos, so make sure you are subscribing if you want to see all of them. But if this video has been helpful, then please make sure you leave it a like. Like I said, make sure you are subscribing to see more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next video.